So, a couple days ago, Big Joel got in trouble for some inflammatory comments he made on Twitter, even though he was completely correct. The exact details of the drama aren't that important. I just want to focus on one weird thing that happened between him and fellow YouTuber Kaylin Conrad during the kerfuffle. Big Joel, annoyed with the advertiser friendly euphemisms that YouTubers use for words like murder and rape, says, "The cute ones are so much worse too, oh my god. PDF file? Are you kidding me? Are you talking about people who enjoy having sex with children right now?" And Kaylin hopped up on an angry quote tweet high after already angrily chewing Henry out twice before, saw this as their chance. We also don't say having sex with children. That's called rape. Referring to that as SA is miles better than implying children can consent and are active participants, as this tweet implies. Maybe don't get your takes on terminology from this thread. And okay, I know what happened here. Kalen is clearly just the type of leftist who constantly has bitter sludge building up in their brain that they can't let out for fear of being abandoned by their validation gang of tokens they're allied with. They saw a chance to release the pressure valve and be needlessly pedantic and cruel to someone they saw as an acceptable target. I give it on good faith that on any other day, they wouldn't be splitting hairs over terminology in such a spiteful and clearly opportunistic way, but at this moment, they saw it as a justified time to unleash the sludge. It wouldn't be worth commenting on at all, but when I saw this, I instantly thought of the last time this exact hair was split. So, Melanie Martinez is innocent, Timothy Heller is lying, the deep dive, plus assorted speed paints, is a 2-hour video by a fellow named Crow, where he details all the reasons why Timothy Heller's rape allegation towards Melanie Martinez is supposedly false. It's an unbearable slog of character defamation and doublethink, a train wreck I can't look away from. Again, most of the video is neither here nor there, but there's one part that I was reminded of by Kaylin's outburst, where Crow harangues Timothy for describing what was done to her as oral sex.
As a matter of fact, she refers to the implication Melanie molested her as oral sex, completely divorcing any reference of rape from the sentence where she is supposedly describing a rape until the very last clause where she adds, "without being asked," which is, again, very vague language.
And I'm really sorry, but I'm gonna have to put a gross part of myself on display in order to explain why this disgusts me so much. My experience doesn't match Timothy's one-to-one, but I really truly relate to her linguistic struggle to own what happened to her as a non-sex activity. She was high, beaten down, and ended up just letting it happen after hours and hours of coercion. She clearly details in her initial statement that she was still wrestling with considering what happened to her as rape even then, and I see that come out when she calls the non-consensual foreign penetration of her body oral sex. Similarly, I didn't feel coerced. I felt permissed, and I still do. It's still just a happy puppyhood memory, and part of my healing process has been accepting exactly that. This gotcha isn't born out of any real desire for compassionate language or social justice. It's a shibboleth. It's a survivor catching another survivor out for thinking wrong about her trauma. Now, Henry went on to tell me that this wasn't his lane, as he isn't a survivor himself. The situation doesn't quite match, but Kaylin implicated a lot more than just Henry's outsider opinion. When I see this, just as I felt seeing Crow's defamatory screed, I just think about how, in another universe, I would have been caught in exactly the same way for speaking about my assaults as I truly experienced it. And I think that sucks. It doesn't help victims, it doesn't help allies. There is sludge in your brain. Thanks for watching.